What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and we're going to be going over the charts as usual. As you know, we take a look at the markets as a whole. This will be a quick video. At the end, we're going to take a look at Link. So definitely stick around for that. That was the requested ticker. And for tomorrow's video, you can request your ticker, whether it be a stock or crypto, down below in the comments. Make sure you do that. Also, make sure you smash those thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for daily updates. We have been the most accurate channel out there. So let's take a look at what's going on in the traditional markets. Also, stick around. I know I show the Amazon compared to Bitcoin chart a lot, as in what's going on within the next couple of years. I have another chart where I've expanded it so you can see what I'm expecting. As you guys know, I think it is possible that we don't see a new all-time high for the next 10 years or more. So we're going to take a look at that. It is a possibility. You need to at least take a look at it. So anyways, looking at this falling channel on the Dow, as you guys know, we've been bearish on the Dow since we tagged this trend line way back over here. As you can see what's happening. Now, our measured moves, just looking at this in the bigger picture, obviously it can fluctuate day to day, not a big deal. We're looking at the macro, right? That is what you want to do in a bear market. You want to look for shorts. In a bull market, you want to look for longs. Longing in a bear market is very dangerous, guys. You will get spikes up, but they are erased very quickly. But anyways, let's look at this. So we had this rising channel in here, which we broke down out of over here. Our measured move of that is 27,000, right? I do think if we get down here, we may get another bounce and come up and retest this range. The highest we could go here, if it was today, now remember this is rising, so it would be around 31.2. That would have to be one heck of a pump, right? But anyways, once we break this 28.2 range or this bottom of this channel, I think we hit our target of that 27. Maybe come back up for a retest, but then we take our next measured move of the breakdown from here, and that gets us down to about 23,000 points. And then, of course, we have our long-term trend line down here. Between 21,000 and 21,500. If this is broke, it'll get much, much worse. Very scary stuff for the markets, but major opportunity if you're paying attention to what's going on. So let's look at the DXY. As you guys know, I've been bullish on the DXY. We can move this up now for our level of support. If we were to come back down and retest it, as of today, it'd be around 111. And that would just be retesting this trend line that we get massive bounces off of. But all in all, still super bullish on the DXY. We're above all the EMAs on the daily. As you guys know, my view on the daily, I think our next major resistance, and that doesn't mean we can't have a little pullback first. As you can see, that's how it works. You get little pullbacks. But around 122 is my major resistance area. May get a major pullback from there before a continuation to the upside. But I want to remind you guys what it looked like when DXY really rallies like it did here. And if we go back into the 80s, we can see another one right here. So you had pullbacks that looked big, but in all reality, they were just pullbacks for a massive rally, right? So that's my next target for there. Let's take a look at what happens when we break the 122 and get support on it. My big picture is massive DXY rally for maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3. Not sure how long it's going to play out, but as you can see here, once it really gets rallying, it really gets going. We've already really got going. You can see this major trend line here that we broke on the weekly, not to mention the huge falling channel here. But anyways, I'm looking for 178 to 180 for this thing to top. So if you guys are interested in trading before we get into Bitcoin and Link, make sure you check out Prime XBT, by far my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you. Links down below. Use my promo code SAVVY50 and that'll get you up to a $7,000 bonus to use towards your margins. SAVVY25. Get you 25% off your fees. I do have a tutorial. Also, if you open up my YouTube page, you'll see it. But anyways, let's get into it. You can also trade Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything all from one exchange. Let's look at the 4 hour, then we'll zoom out to the daily, kind of get a look at what's going on in the smaller time frames, right? So we could get up, retest this trend line up top here. And that would be somewhere we can move this now. I told you this bottom of this channel is going to be our resistance area to watch, right? So today it's going to be somewhere around 900 or 19,200, 19,300 area. Our major resistance above that is our 55 EMA around 19.4. And then we have our 200 EMA around 19.8, right in that range. We can move this over now for today. And this is the top of that falling or descending triangle. It's around 20,150 today. Tomorrow that'll move down to 20,050. The next day 20,000, so on and so forth as this descends. Our measured move from when we broke out of this falling channel here is about 17.4. But remember, if we're looking at this big falling triangle, let me get the RSI off there in yellow right here, or green, whatever it is. Most of you guys know I'm colorblind. Anyways, so if we break that 18.2, I look for a bounce down in here. But remember, I said next time we test that 17.4, 17.5 range, it's most likely going to be a quick drop to 14.5 to 15.5. We've been talking about that for quite some time. And what's that measured move? Well, we've talked about this. A major capitulation into the end of the year would be the only way I would see this bottom if it got down to the 3,500 or so range. But I do believe there's going to be a false bottom. We'll talk about that. But let's take a look at the 4 hour. What would make this bullish? Well, getting back above these levels here and getting bullish, breaking that 2150. This 2150 would be huge resistance if we get up there. And what would the measured move be? If we break that 2150, then we look for the top of this blue rising channel around 21.2, somewhere in that range. If we break that, then we got a measured move of 23. But nevertheless, anything below these levels here, guys, is going to remain super bearish. And the macro is bearish, period. It's been bearish since December 2nd. I made a video. Check it out. Open my YouTube page. You'll see the video playing when you open it. All right. Let's take a look at the daily. So on the daily, we've been watching this here as a falling wedge. We did get back above it. Everyone got extremely bullish, but all we're doing, we popped above it and we're just riding it down on the top of this trend. That was not a bullish breakout like everyone was expecting. As you can see on the daily, we got rejected at the 55. Currently, we are below all the EMAs here. Our 8 EMA is right around 19.4, which matches up with that I showed you on the 4 hour. But nevertheless, false bottom theory, like I said, is between 75 and 85 by the end of this year. Get a big pump rally up, which we're going to take a look at in the new chart I want to show you. So, but anyways, just to show you how I got these targets here. First one being the measured move or the breakdown from this rising broadening wedge. That being 14.5. That's where my 14.5 comes from. And then we have our measured move of this flagpole here, looking at this as a bear flag, which was the same one we used up here, which nailed it twice, is around that 8,500, right? So then we could take this measured move from the break of this trend line up here, guys. This is the weekly chart. These are weekly targets. They don't happen in a day. That gets us down to that 35 to 4,500 range. As you guys know, my Bitcoin compared to Amazon bubble pop pattern, this is where I believe the false bottom. And remember, guys, all these tops played out in the same time frame. All these bottoms, same time frame. This is a weekly chart. Everything's matching up perfectly. So if we do get the same low over here, false bottom, like I said, that would be somewhere around February or March. Remember, that's if we don't bottom this year. So around 75 to 8,500, somewhere in that range. Could go lower, 6,000, whatever. Looking for a big bounce there in February or March. That would be a good place to get in, right? Just in case that would be the real bottom. Just like if the end of this year gets down to 35, 4,500, could be a good place to get in case it's the real bottom. But if it time-wise plays out the same, right? I'm looking at time here. February or March, we get this 65 to 85, let's say. Somewhere in that range. We'll be keeping up on this channel. So make sure you smash those thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you get notified when I post new videos. If you tick that notification bell, that will make sure you get notified. We do daily updates throughout the week. So if we do that, maybe get 13.5 to 14.5 rally. So that would be over 100% rally and then a continuation to the downside. This one would be about April, May 2023, maybe get up to the top here before coming down. As you guys know, I've been looking for the true bottom to be sometime in the middle or end of 2023. Still looking for that. We've talked about the weekly trend line break. You can check it out in tomorrow's video, but here's the new chart I wanted to take a look at. We're going to look at this. This is the same chart in the same weekly, right? The bottom, you have plenty of time to get in the bottom. Let's take a look at what this would look like. I drew it in here, as you can see right here, if it was to play out the same. So this would be the end of next year, getting down to our target, and then just a huge rally. That would be huge opportunity, guys, to get in. And that would match up with the 4-year cycle, right? That we get this big rally, everybody will be screaming new all-time highs, and then we come back down just like we did here for the next 2 years or so. This would be sometime in 2025. This next low would be sometime in 2027. Then we get another big rally like we did here in a dump. That's if it plays out the same. Of course, it's not going to be exact candle to candle, but market structure is what we like to use on this channel, and it has done us very well. And you can, people ask for me to start, making courses and, I'll pay, blah, blah, blah. Guys, I'm going to make some courses, so make sure you stick around on the channel. I'm going to make some detailed courses of just how to analyze the markets, and they're going to be totally free. You know why? Because people that sell the courses don't make money trading. They don't make money. They have to sell you the same thing that you can find everywhere for free. They charge you, and I feel sorry for the people that buy them courses because they just are the same information you can get free everywhere else. And usually the people selling those courses can't trade, and they're selling you their bad habits. So you're pretty much screwed and you're out extra money. Anyways, got that off my chest. So this is what I'm looking at, guys. Be careful. Again, nothing's guaranteed in any market. This is not financial advice, but so far this has been playing out beautifully, and I'm expecting it to play out the same. We'll see what happens. If my view changes, I'll let you know. The invalidation point is the break of this 55 EMA on the weekly, and as of right now, it's around 30,500-ish. And it's going lower by the day. So that's the way I'm looking at it. Let's take a look at Link. So here's Link, just in the daily, what I'm watching. If we are to get back up, and so right now, nothing's happening until we break out of this, right? So right now, currently, this bottom lies around $6.75. If that breaks, you take a measured move. Actually going to be a little bit lower than I had it. I adjusted my lines this morning. I didn't have it totally dead on. But if we were to break down past that 675 range, we'd be looking for around 235. And then we have another target at 24 cents. You think that's not possible? You haven't been around in the markets very long. But if we do break up, come up and pass this trend line here around $9.30, which is also the 200 EMA, then you could possibly see a target of, make sure you guys let me know in the comments below what you want to see tomorrow, right? At the end of tomorrow's video. But these are my targets. We break the 675. I'm almost positive. Damn it. I did that yesterday too. I'm not almost positive. According to the charts, we go down to 235 area. May get a bounce there, but we have another target even lower, and that's using this here as a flag pull from this break down to here. That gets us to the lower level of 25 cents or so. Does that mean that's the bottom and it's going to come back and new all-time highs? Absolutely not. That doesn't mean that for all altcoins. There's no guarantees in this market, guys, any of them are going to make. So if this continues like it did, there will be new altcoins coming out, and then these old ones will just disappear, fall by the wayside, fade away. You'll have new ones hype in, paying shillers to shill them, get them pumped up and dump them just like they do every other time, guys. So definitely give me a follow on Twitter also. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you go down, smash those thumbs up. If you've never thumbed up a video, make sure this is the one. Also, leave your comments down below. Thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you in the next video.